Like what you mean? What they do? Like you just down with motherfuckers walking around with their face covered up, looking for some type of altercation?
That's their right. That's their freedom. Yes, sir. Just like the Black Panther people.
Right.
Yes, sir.
There ain't no Black Panther party. People walking around.
The fake Black Panthers. The fake Black Panthers.
Who? Where they walking around? Where they walking around? Where I asked you a question, you just feel offended when I asked you a question.
Why are you? Hold on. Okay, I need you to just be human, bro. Philadelphia. That's where
I'm being human. What
No, you're being
just
emotional.
Don't like me asking you questions. You come up here fucking being a little sensitive little hoe. I get it. You're not a fucking man, and you need this type of shit to make you feel more manly. Great, that's good for you.
So, hold on,
but one-on-one, you're not a man.
Right.
If you go sit up here and agree with some shit like that, you're not even ready to have a conversation with a real man.
Where did I say that I agree with it?
No, you sitting up here sympathizing. You sitting up here sympathizing with that shit like
no, I'm saying they have that American right, dumbass.
Fuck the American right, motherfucker. If we can't, motherfucker, if they don't want us doing it, what makes it right for them to do?
Okay, you are allowed to do. You've done it in 2020, 2018, 2014. What the fuck? What are we talking about? You've done it before. Stop bitching.
This man just compared Charlie Kirk to Martin Luther King.
What did I just come back to? What?
That's how stupid you sound comparing the Panthers to the white nationalists of yesterday, bro. I'm 54 years old, bro. I've never been to a meeting talking about unalive white. Not once in my life.
Not one motherfucking time.
You understand what I'm telling you? The difference in what you just said.
And then one thing about it,
they just got going.
And then the white and the white man. Yeah, and the white nationalists, man, they the ones who've done the most violence out of everybody here. Are you serious? Go through our history.
That's crazy. He get up here simple.
That shows you the sickness in their character, bro. That's all it is. No matter how close you're related to them or how close you live by them. I live in the country, bro. I live in the sticks. I got a brick home and I don't have neighbors at all. It's a quarter mile up the street. But they have to pass this brick home to go live in them damn trailers. And they hate it. I see them pointing at my house, bro. Like, that's where the black guys stay. Because my front porch is dark. You can't see in it. I can see out, but you can't see in it. I see them pointing at the house. That's where the colored guy stays at.
That's where the ninjas stay at, huh?
Exactly. That's the hate they have for you, bro. It's the jealous thing, man. You can never try to understand it. You'll go crazy trying to understand.
You know what I don't understand real quick, and I'll let y'all have it back. Back at it. The one thing I don't understand is like all races have prejudice in us. We don't like each other for some reason, but for another race to get in another race's business and then try to harm them, especially when they're not coming in their community. I could see if they were a direct threat to them, but we're not even a direct threat to these people, and they're still like to this day they own our necks for no reason. I have my suspicions of said reason, but I just don't understand why. Like black people, but I'm just saying black people hate from a distance. You know what I mean?
It's that superiority complex they got, man.
Bro, like
can't reason with it.
You got
LeBron. I never heard LeBron or Mike say they was the GOAT. Well, I mean, when there's, you know what I mean? But like,
and like I keep telling y'all, bro, y'all are looking at shit the wrong way, bro. The segregation happened in the '60s, bro. So within a time frame, hold on, man, one second, man.
Hold on, we got it after him, Miss Parker. You got it. Miss Parker, OG though. She Miss Parker. She Miss Parker.
You gotta understand, bro. How would you feel if desegregation happened in the '60s and we living in their neighborhoods, driving their cars, doing everything that they do better? Man, that shit hurt. They had a fucking head start and we on their ass. Like I said,
you fumbled a 400 years head start. How do you do that, bro?
You can't look.
That's not why, you guys. It's because you have a foot and a half. You know what? And they mad. God bless y'all. Be black. Like that dude said, y'all. God bless y'all. You black. You already up on it. And then he gives you that extra. That's why they mad at you.
So you saying it's the soul pole, huh?
I'd be like,
she is.
You got it for TikTok. Soul pole, right?
I like that.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, hey,
no disrespect.
That's cool. I like
that. I didn't know how to say it. But sometimes you know how they take a movie. A movie is funny when you cuss. There's a certain movie that's funny when they use profanity. If they take it out, the movie's not as funny. So I didn't know how to say that and still make it funny. So I like the soul pole. That's why they mad at y'all.
You know what's funny though? I told a white dude that one time. He was trying to get at me. I was like, okay, tell your girl to leave me in the room with my soul pole. He was like, what'd you say? I said, my soul pole.
Oh yeah, that piss him off if you do that, bro.
Who do you got?
Hey man, listen. Y'all gotta listen.
Go break that man's heart and say that to him.
Around 3 a.m., right? Just look for Con Bubble on TikTok. He's on somebody's live calling them mediocre white men. And this is the funniest shit in the world. Find Con about 3 in the morning before he go to work. He is some racist live, gets cussing out motherfucking racist. It's the funniest shit in the world, bro.
Makes my day better.
Y'all know what's crazy?
Con, you better leave the people alone.
Y'all seen the white pride group where all the black people
They
went
find
in there
your
and messed
fucking
it up?
address. I can't help you, brother.
Oh, that Facebook page, that shit fun. I joined that group and was trolling.
Yeah. That's the most funniest thing I've saw in a while. No, I just checked into it and looked.
Facebook page.
Did you join it?
No, I didn't join it.
I didn't join
it. Man, we took that motherfucker over.
What you talking about?
They had a white.
It was a group. It was a whites only group on Facebook, and they were posting a bunch of stuff. So then our people decided to pretend they were YT and infiltrated the group.
We took the whole page over.
I joined that shit 10,000 black people in that group, man.
That shit fun, bro.
That shit is funny, bro. I read that for an hour the other night. I was laughing so hard. And the guy even posted, how did the black people get in here?
That's what the chick said. That's what the chick said.
Oh, man, I died. Man, I was crying, bro. I'm talking about literal tears, bro. I'm listening to that because I could hear the thing. I said them black people saying that. I kept saying them black people saying that. And then they started popping them pictures out. I was like, I knew it was black people doing this.
It was all black people. We flooded that motherfucker.
It's hilarious, guys.
Took that shit over there.
Back on Facebook.
That shit is hilarious, man. I'm telling you, you'll laugh. I'm talking about you gonna cry because these white people gonna be trying to come back at these black people, and they think they're white people. I'm like, them black people saying. I kept saying them black. They start posting pictures, and Michael Jackson and Prince and they cousin Jimmy. I'm laughing so hard. I'm like, man, this can't be real, man. But they really didn't know. They didn't know them was black people at first. I don't think.
Hey, you see that comment? You see the comment when a white lady said, "Why is there so many colors in here? I thought this was a white page only."
yeah, I see that.
I did see that one.
Y'all find that page? I think it's called Joy and Pride or something. It's called. Man, please find it and just read. You gonna cry.
White people white people still posting on it.
Yeah, they still in it.
It's different on
they
Facebook.
Shut it down.
Man, they are a trip. My posts on Facebook, if I say something like, I put one up where, when he says, Michelle Obama is, but then I cut it off like this white lady had all her credentials. Oh my God, I was fighting for dear life. Some of the posts and the memes they put on there is ridiculous.
But they let anything fly over there now? Because that's why I left, man. I left for two reasons. Because like what Lisa was saying, somebody like a racist did doc, but I was using like my name and everything. And then I just kept getting banned, so I left.
You got your actual name on Facebook?
Well, I mean,
that was your first mistake.
It was during the pandemic, so I was just, what I'm saying, fuck. I didn't think people was like literally serious. Like, I'm gonna look you up. Then he pulled out my address and said, "Damn, he looked me up quick as hell."
No, that's what I said. So y'all gotta be careful. Like, I know we live in this digital world, but just be careful.
Crazy.
That's it.
Yeah, man.
We appreciate you, Mommy.
Don't
look at her caring
jail.
about black people and ain't even from Black America. That's
don't go to jail because you unalive some white man. They gonna put you in jail for real.
Don't come looking for motherfucking trouble then.
You know what we gonna do? We gonna have the ladies pew because y'all getting away with
that's
it.
That's not what I'm saying.
Hold on, Lisa. We need black women one more time. Y'all pew pewing white dudes and not getting arrested. We need y'all.
Okay,
We need you. It's time to ride, Bonnie and Clyde.
First of all, if you looking for me to ride like that, you can count me out. I'm not riding like that.
Well, you ain't epi, so we already know.
Well,
you're not messing with
No, what I'm saying is, like, yeah, you defended yourself, but y'all always preaching about how the justice system is for black people. Why would you go put yourself in jail? Who will you prove?
You gotta get a Jew lawyer.
No, I'm saying, but who? Okay, you get the Jewish lawyer and you still go to jail for 20 years. What did you prove?
Hey, this ain't the crash out page, man.
No, nobody's crashing. I'm asking a
talking about
question.
trucking. You know we gotta be careful.
What did you prove?
Man, I just say get a Jew lawyer, you're gonna beat everything.
I understand what you're saying. I understand.
Who
but if you go to jail, right?
You're not gonna go to jail.
For 20. Okay, hold on. Not everybody can afford
to. You gotta come up, block him so he can come up.
If you listen, hold on. If you go to jail for 20, 25 years to life, what did you prove and who did you prove it to? You're in jail.
That motherfucker
you think white boys gonna be approaching dudes who look like Carmelo and
hey man, but you gotta remember that.
Not anymore.
That's not what I'm saying.
But no, I'm saying sometimes you gotta take I want to say take an L, but not even lose the battle, but you know what I'm saying? Like almost in
y'all
like
gotta understand that
taking one for the team in a sense. Like
but y'all taking one for the team.
You gotta understand
that's kind of been a problem. We haven't been sacrificing for the next generation, even on my end.
Have you guys
so the next generation can prosper because the last generation sacrificed on their end for us. That's what we've stopped doing in our generation, and that's why I'm kind of like starting to like really like hone in. We haven't like sacrificed.
So what would you like me to do?
You
if
younger.
Somebody call you the N-word. Slap the black off.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
But see, that's that's the thing. No, I'm not.
You gotta sue him now. We gotta be.
You know what?
We gotta be more.
That's my job. That's my job.
I'm calling 911, and I'm gonna get you arrested for aggravated assault. And I'm gonna sue you for emotional distress, loss of wages. That's what I'm gonna do.
That won't be hard to prove. The emotional distress. You could do that real.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
What I'm saying is, y'all need to start using the justice system to work for you, not against.
But Lisa, but
I agree with you on that.
What Khan just said was somebody said something to him and then showed his address online. You got to understand the ramifications of that. You showing my address. Hold on, time out. But at the same time, you having my address. But at the same time, you having my address and showing up at my house don't make you innocent. You provoke this situation if I decide to put Bert and Ernie on your ass. You provoke this shit. That's what I'm saying. Y'all want a motherfucker.
Okay, so hold on. Let me hear
ain't no motherfucking okay. Ain't no okay. See, you want too much goddamn understanding of this shit. That's what's wrong with niggas these days. That's why
maybe I misheard.
Is where
that white boy said, right?
Motherfuckers be trying to have tolerance and understanding of these white people doing dumb shit. We already know what they motherfucking cause is. We already know what they showed up for.
So, Khan, what did
it don't matter what the fuck Khan said. You put that nigga address on motherfucking line.
DNT asked the question. Hold on. He said, "Why are we so scared of white supremacy?"
You're no longer that person.
Can I ask?
Hold on a second. Let's calm it down a little bit.
You see what that white man said?
Yeah,
I didn't even hear nothing.
I see him down there, but here's the thing, right? Listen, I live right outside of DC. So yesterday morning, I took my daughter to work 6 o'clock in the morning. Just so happened she had to work 6 o'clock in the morning, and I pulled back in the house. My next door neighbor on my right side is white. They don't speak. They got a Betsy Ross flag hanging from their. They hung up on Memorial Day. So I already know what that is, right? So I'm back and I pull up and I see the white boy, the son, because it's a mother, father, and son, and he had the shirt on and the khakis, but I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I paid on mine. I thought he was going to work, and then I seen somebody pull up and get in the fucking car. Then I seen this shit. Listen, man, ain't nobody scared. Ain't nobody scared none of the motherfuckers. If you notice, Every last one of them was masked up. And here's the thing: I read this book a few months ago called "The Hate Next Door." So I already know they your next door neighbors.
Crazy.
They your next door neighbors. They your co-workers. They the doctors. They the fucking lawyers. They the people that you interact with every day. You know what I'm saying? But they cowards. Nobody's scared of white supremacists. And the funny thing about the whole situation is they were talking about Reclaim America. They were chanting Reclaim America. These motherfuckers got the Supreme Court, they got the executive branch, they got the legislative branch, and they got a president that's emboldening them and
kicking out black people left and right of jobs.
So what the fuck are they reclaiming? What the fuck are they reclaiming? They just some pussy ass motherfucking mediocre white boys that can't and they only tough. They only tough when they amongst in a fucking group. He talking about why you scared of white supremacists. Man, you see that Instagram page, leave black people alone. Them motherfuckers getting knocked out left and right.
That's what I was trying to say. Have you guys seen it? Every day, all day. I mean, we are reacting. Con.
You gotta finish up, Miss Parker. Let Miss Parker finish up. Hold on, y'all. We gonna. She's the only lady on the panel, and then we're gonna I'm saying Lisa. I'm sorry, Lisa. I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. You were teacup.
Sorry, Lisa. Anyway, that's what I was trying to tell you guys. What you were saying is different now. It's a reaction, and we are not our ancestors that they don't believe, and they chose to do that. I lived in D.C. before, and like Richard Pryor said, D.C. means dark country. On the train from Baltimore, the only reason that they were not on there is because they wasn't working that day. Me and my friend took the train from Baltimore. It was so many black people on there. Me and her got off with the biggest ass grin. The train stopped. It was one white person on there. They know what day they can do that. And plus, they gentrified that area. On 14th, before the White House, they used to be prostitutes and all kind of rugs, going on there. And now they gentrified that area so they can march around there. But if they go a little bit deeper, it would have been on. And I looked it up in Google, and it was some confrontations and protesters and people laughing at them and asking them stuff. So,
hey, Parker, I can guarantee you they wasn't talking.
Hold on, Black Hippie, let BX get it, then you got it now.
I thought I was.
No. Go ahead, baby.
No, it was BX, then you, Lisa, okay? Oh, he being a gentleman. Thank you.
Let it go.
Thank you, BX.
Let it go.
Okay, so back to Tone's point. So Karen, tell me the story again. What happened with the white guy with your address?
So we were talking about politics.
On Facebook?
Yeah. Like the dude had a call-in show. And I was on that's the crazy part. I was on the phone with the host, and somebody in the chat looked up my name. Because you can be in it, but he had a call-in show and my name.
Oh, okay.
So I'm calling it and I'm dog walking him about Trump. And the dude said, I'm gonna look you up, but I'm talking shit both to him and the dude. Like, what you mean? It wasn't like I said you a punk ass.
I'm like, you said something and somebody. Okay.
We were just literally talking politics and it got dog.
Man, it's simple.
But that happened to me. They came to my house when it was during the election. And I looked outside, and it was a big truck, and it had all this, the White House and the Capitol and a flag on the back. So I live in a black community. Down the street is Martin Luther King. So you know what that means. So I looked outside, and he turned around, and I went outside, and he parked on the side of my house. So I come out my house. My husband was at work. My husband was a Marine. I walked around. I looked. I'm on the phone. He got the window down. He took off. His license plate name was Gideon. I said, these motherfuckers done came. These men done came, came to my house.
You can say what you want on it.
Oh yeah, it was Gideon. But when he saw me, look at I come out the door. You know how old black people do. Who's at in front of my house? He come around back, go down the street, come back around, like I said, and park right there. He had the Capitol, a big sticker with a Capitol and a flag. And I said, oh, yeah, he mad. But that was during the time I was online fighting for Kamala. So I said, but they came to the wrong house because there's liable to be a trench in the back with some grass over it. My husband, a Marine, he got PTSD Ain't no telling where he hiding.
He waiting on that click, huh? He waiting on that click.
Trap.
Never see Bad Boys
He got
do.
a hole in the
backyard.
front yard. He wait. So
Reggie, you gotta get the. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about Bad Boy 3. Go ahead, BX, and then Hippie, and then we gonna let the new. I'm sorry, Lisa, you were done, right, Lisa?
Yeah. No, I just wanted clarification on the story. I was.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. BX, and then
all them guys you seen marching. That's who they truly are. The mask they wear is when they go to work on Monday, and they go back to being policemen, judges, lawyers, correction officers, doctors, people in the community who we not only interact with, but who have a certain amount of authority over us. So when we talk about systemic racism in America and how it perpetrates itself and institutionalized racism, that's what you saw on display right there. The people who helped to maintain that system. What you saw yesterday, their faces were covered, but that's who they truly are. That's who America's always truly been. 250 years and nothing has changed. Only difference now is that they no longer hide their faces to save their jobs. Before they used to use their jobs and you knew who they were. So that's the only difference that has changed. But as of right now, tomorrow, when they go back Monday morning, they will go back into those same positions of power that we have to deal with, and they'll pretend to be your friends. But remember, that's the mask that they wear. Their true faces were the ones out there yesterday.
You ought to put your neighbor on blast when he come back. Take a picture and post. Do you know who this is?
Internet, do your job. No, let me stop.
Here's the thing. Like I live in a predominantly. I live in outside of DC. So I live in a predominantly black county, right? And then the neighborhood I live in, it's probably about 6 or 7 white families, right? So when they leaving out the motherfucking house, you know what I'm saying, looking out their door, they looking around, they seeing $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 homes, they seeing electric cars, they seeing black people, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That shit burns them the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, them motherfuckers, they knew where to march at. They wasn't in Southeast DC. They wasn't in Northeast DC. Them motherfuckers was in a safe place in DC, where Northwest, where white people hang out at. They would have went to Southeast. It would have been a bloodbath over there. Point blank period. You know what I'm saying? They do, and like BX said, that's who they are. You know what I'm saying? That's who the fuck they are. That's who they've always been. They are mediocre. They all they have in their heart is fucking hate. You know what I'm saying? All they are violent. They are the most violent demographic on the face of the planet. White men have and always been. And they talk about, they always want to throw up crime stats against us. The FBI statistics literally say they are the most dangerous threat to America, to democracy. They are willing to usher in fascism because they don't like other people. But without other people, they don't have any motherfucking culture. Their culture is nothing but theft, unalivings, stealing, you know what I'm saying, destruction, death. That's their fucking culture. Violence. That's all they have. They have a monopoly on that shit.
And then when you tell them that shit, they all act like it's an epiphany that they lead in all these categories. What? Really? Ain't no way. Hell yeah,
right.
Motherfucker, that's right.
Listen, man, they do that shit.
Since the
they bury their whole family, and the dog. They get rid of the entire family.
Shit. Man, they do that shit to black people, man. They don't fuck with niggas.
Earlier today, this.
Yeah, they mess with black people. They mess with black people, man. They don't mess with niggas, man. Chud the Builder, black people. All these people, black people, man, they don't go with no motherfucking niggas. That man, they know what's gonna happen to them, bro. They don't fuck with no niggas, man. They mess with black people, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, Con, Hey, Kyle, what happened to that motherfucker when they did that shit in Ohio on that bridge? Did they get chased back to their U-Haul?
Yeah,
nigga.
That's
that
one
was
out
the
of
same
Chris.
dude who was up in DC yesterday.
That's one out of Chris Rock book. They be yelling, "I love black people, but I hate niggas."
Yeah, bro.
Right, but Rasheed, earlier today, me and Con was on the live, and white kid tried to come in there and tell us, "Oh, he grew up in the, he lied, basically lying, because whenever they say they grew up in the hood or grew up around black people, they always tell you the most heart-wrenching story, like I was the only white kid and I had to fight every day." No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because if you white and you grew up around black people, you had some black friends. You didn't fight every day. And because we're not that type of community. We don't. We figure if you live in where we live, because if you live in where we live in, then we're on the same socioeconomic status. So, and especially if you've been there long enough, and after a certain point, you're going to meet somebody. So they lie. Those are the lies they tell. Then they said, "Well, when I moved out to the suburb." Right, and then Kanye said, when I moved out to the suburb, he started painting this picture. I told him, I said, if you really moved out to the suburbs, you was really in trouble. You was really in danger of being essayed, because that's where it happens at. You were really in trouble of being unalive in the school mass pew-pewing, because that's where it happens at. You were really in trouble of one of your friends doing something to you and then leaving you out there in the cornfield somewhere, because that's where it happens at. We don't do that. And we don't see, they equate black people with crime, but when you hit them with the 80-80, that 80% of white people are victims of crime from other white people, then it's like, oh, well, now you want to be an individual. So, and I don't allow them that. I tell them, listen, if you're going to hold, if I'm accountable for every black person in America, you damn sure accountable for every white person in America. And how come y'all didn't do nothing about that yesterday? How come y'all didn't stop them from going out there yesterday?
Go ahead, Miss. I think Miss Parker wants to
that long
we got a new panelist rushing.
Go ahead, Miss Parker.
Yeah, I grew up in Santa Monica. We only could live on. It was already gentrified. We could live across on 17th Street, and then we could live on 13th Street, which was the bad luck street, or 16th and 17th. And the white people had the best weed. I don't understand. A lot of them lived in the same community, and you're right. I mean, you would have had some people that are friends with you, because we're not like that. We don't have that kind of mentality. We just call them white boys. White boy, like they say, white boy Rick. But it was a good place to grow up, because when we do the alumni at school, it's still some of the same people. And we probably made it better for them, because now they can go out into the world. Some probably still racist. What's that dude, Steve Miller? He went to my high school, but he went like years later, like
Stephen Miller. You talking about that dude, Stephen Miller?
Yeah, he went to Santa Monica High, if I'm not mistaken. That's where I graduated from.
Miss Parker got that dough, y'all. Don't let her fool you. No, let me stop.
No, yeah, but that back then it was the 70s. It was the 70s. Everybody was. And then once black, then when the afros and the black power hit, it kind of went there. And then
let me ask you a question, Ms. Parker. I'm glad you brought that up real quick, because you're an OG, and I know this is totally off the subject, but this delves into my FB. When you think of Afro, where do you think that comes from? It's like Afrocentric. Did you think people had a connection back then with their roots into Africa? Or they just did it because they thought it was an American thing? And they, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm curious, because like when I always think of Afro, I always think of African for some odd reason. You know what I'm saying? Or it's derived from Africa. Do you think people had that same mentality in the 70s, or it was just kind of us doing us here in America?
I think they had the same mentality, but they didn't know which way to go.
Okay.
There was a lot of people like that, because you could go shopping in the LA area and there was a lot of stores selling African artifacts. And I can remember when I worked at this place and this African guy was going, I was trying to get in touch with my roots. I said, if you go there, because I didn't know if I was ever going to go, I said, would you please bring me back something from Africa? And he did. And I still have that statue today. But I think that where I get it from is because seeing my grandparents have Martin Luther King on the wall, and JFK. My little son's friend came in the house, little white boy. I guess Devin was, young white YT. And
you can say whatever you want on here, Miss Parker.
Okay,
you earned that respect, right, y'all?
So it was a little white boy came in our house, and he told my son, he told my son, "Ooh, your mama Afrocentric." You know why? Because I have a picture of the original Africa. I have Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. I got Black Jesus on the wall.
Hey now.
I got Kobe on the wall. I got Rosa Parks, Jackie Robinson. When I went to the Black Museum, I got the puzzle with Martin Luther King statue. So yeah, I'm Afrocentric, and I also have, African statues. I have pictures like that, but I feel like I wasn't, because where I grew up, I chose that side. I started wearing, I started going, I'm Black and I'm proud. I started being proud of who I was. I was starting to learn things, getting to Africa, earrings. My brother went the other way. He was surfing. He was surfing, and he was like, they were calling my brother a white boy. Let's put it like that, and then he was, skateboarding and all this. But I know this is gonna take me a minute. But he moved down to Venice. He went down to Venice Beach. He started living there. My brother lived on the beach. That was his life. But somewhere around the 80s, when DJ Quick and Ice Cube started, the white people started listening to that music. Let me put it like that. Okay. They started listening to Ice Cube, and they started switching. All of them wanted a Black person around them. My brother was that one. And then when they switched up, he wasn't that one no more, because he was trying to be them. They wanted the more gangster one, right?
Oh, wow.
They kind of switched up to where
so he was kind of Carlton.
He's not black enough.
He was kind of out. Yeah. He was kind of on the outside. Right. He wasn't Black enough.
Not unusual to be loved by anyone.
That's the kind of, Frank Sinatra music and shit. And he wasn't Black enough for him. So one day, me and my mom always smoked. We over my brother's house, we smoking some weed. And I think he was like, try this, right? So we're sitting there, me and my mom laughing. My mother she was funny. She started looking at him. He had twisties in his hair, right? So then he put Ice Cube on the radio. And then my mother said, he just bought a Cadillac. She said, hey, Cleveland. And he said, huh? She said, you didn't know it was so much fun being Black, did you? And I swear to God, I hit the damn floor. My mother called him out on it, because all of a sudden he was Black. She said, you didn't know it was this much fun, did you?
You know what happened to your brother?
His name was
Do y'all understand that is why Black people are so fucking awesome?
What happened to your brother?
Huh?
You know what happened to your brother?
What happened to my brother?
He got some Black coochie.
Yes, because you know what? There was a time when he only dated white girls, right? And when he was 16, my brother did commercials. He did the Monkeys commercial, Hot Wheels commercials. My mom bought him a car, so he had met this little Black girl. He took her out. And he came back home. He said, Mom, she ordered 2 Big Macs. Now, I don't know if that's what turned him off. But after that point, that's when he started dating the white girls. But when he got older and he started seeing, because we lived there, he was going out in Hollywood, all that. When he started seeing more sisters doing shit, he was a little older. And by then, they didn't want to be bothered with him. He started looking at him and thinking, damn, smiling at him and looking and thinking, well, shoot, the sisters is out there, because they weren't all moving towards that way at that time during our age. But then after, it's like Bill Cosby, all the white people, you know what I mean? One Black person, all the white women. It wasn't a lot of sisters hanging out then. And then he started going to the Black places, like the Total Experience and all the places that they had on Crenshaw had more Black people there. So they starting to go out. He's starting to see, we're out there. That's where I was. I was at Marla Maples Club, places like that. I was going there, and he was going.
Lady from 227 had a club.
Yeah, she had it. She had a club.
All of them do. Go to Memphis, bro. Go to Beale Street
I've
in
been to
Memphis.
Memphis.
Yeah,
I've been to Beale Street, Memphis.
There.
All those
I went to
barbecue
BB King's
places.
bar. I've been to BB King's bar.
Yeah, a
Oh,
lot
I
of those
wanted to
barbecue
meet
places
him
are
so
black people
bad.
places.
Yeah, there's a lot of black people
Valero plant
places
there.
in LA, but now that they're gentrifying and they put that new, put that new SoFi, and that was smack dab in Inglewood in the hood, and so they trying to gentrify a lot of places. But one place they won't let them have is Lamert Park, and that's where you can look it up. Some of the richest black people live there. It's like Baldwin Hills. It's like people that used to be. That's where they did the movie, What Love Got to Do with It. That's where they live. Ray Charles used to live there. They have a lot of black places like that. You go, the hood. But they trying to push us back, and we pushing back because it's some nice some houses over there. And I drive over there and I say, okay, we still black. When I see somebody outside watering the lawn, I'm so happy. So yeah, but anyway, that's where I grew up, and that's how my brother was. But anyway, let me finish with saying this: when my brother passed, we were in Kansas City, and my aunt called me. He had been in his apartment for 3 days before. So I took my brother. I said, my brother not gonna be a pauper. He loved the ocean and he loved Santa Monica and Venice. So I rented a yacht. I got his ashes and I buried him out there, not far from where he loved to surf and do all that kind of stuff. So, and they give you a little paper that give you the knots. You know how most people just throw your ass off of the bridge? Right, I didn't do that. Because I wanted to know where I could go back and put, flowers. But that's how we grew up. I mean, but I'm like, my husband's black. My kids are black. And like I said, I'm just blackity black. So
do you think it was because he was hanging out in Hollywood, he kind of tended to go more towards, so is that because it was his environment compared to that's what I want to say, a contrast, because it seems like y'all both grew up in the same house, but you had a different experience and he went another way. I'm just curious what you think turned to go that way compared to.
Well, my dad was in the military. So when my parents split up, my mother, he was about, I was probably like 10, 11. And the school we went to was mainly white. All white, actually. So he probably and he played tennis. He was on the tennis team at high school. So he just kind of, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but yes, I do. Because yes, I do. And this was before then, but then both my uncles came from Texas, and both of them lived near Venice, and they both had white women. And he was just at that age where he was impressionable. So they went there. So I think that's when that happened. But my mother started dating, she was still dating black. My mother started dating light-skinned.
You would think that your uncles would have far more influence on your brother than his mother would.
Yeah,
they don't follow these cool uncles, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you thought it was cool. That's when you said that, it made me think about one uncle.
Yeah, because you made me think about when did he get.
Look at us reconnecting and learning about each other. I'm sorry.
Yeah, as you think about it, that's probably about the time.
You got the conversation in here. Boy, when you get older, get you a white girl.
Yeah, that's probably what they told.
We're gonna keep it real in this motherfucker. Boy, when you get older, get you a white girl.
No, I told the homegirl at work, I don't care how crazy black women that guy ain't never giving up on you, Mickey Figgies, ever.
Can't do it, bro.
Can't do it.
That's one of those situations where he wasn't a sellout. He was drawn out.
Yeah, he was.
You get what I'm saying? He was drawn out.
But we got two new panelists. I'm sorry, y'all. We got to get this. Thank you for the story, Ms.
Real quick, and I'm
go ahead. You go ahead and finish up, and then rush.
My godson, he said, I'm never dating a white woman. He said, I like to argue. I like the woman to come. I like a tough woman. And I was like, oh. He said he like black women because they ain't gonna take your shit. Somebody said, the millennials.
It's kind of like the sassiness of it. You know how women sassy. Like they ain't just go okay.
Yeah, you don't want nobody like that.
What he
told me I was proud.
It's something about black women. God damn, y'all are crazy. I love y'all to death, but we can't hunt y'all ass either. So,
well, let me say this: I think black women are God's greatest creation. If God created anything other greater than a black woman, He kept it for Himself.
When you come to the crib, man, you can't relate to that other shit, man. If I get pulled over by the police and I tell them, man, they took me out the motherfucking cop, blah blah blah, that black woman gonna understand. That white woman gonna sit in the back of her head. Yeah, I know him. He didn't comply. It's a big difference, bro. It's a big fucking difference. They don't understand.
We can't keep talking like this. The brothers think we're weak. No, okay.
For you, we gonna try to get money to get you out. You know,
that's what I pulled on the panel one day. I said, name another race of women that'll give you their car and they know you ain't got no license. Give you their tax money so you know you can flip it. What? Come on, man.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
Come on, the sisters are down for us, y'all. Come on.
I've been with mine for 27 years, man, and she gave me 3 beautiful daughters. So listen, I love black women, like I love breathing. So I ride, and I feel like all black women should be protected. And black men, that's our responsibility and our obligation to protect our women of our community.
Absolutely. Even though they give us headaches.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
still worth it. It's still worth it.
I take a headache every day, rather than having a flat back, 6 o'clock straight up and down cave.
Like, man, and they be like, hey, black, they be like, man, my wife 30, she look like she's 60.
Right.
Yeah.
You know the motherfuckers age like spoiled milk in the Arizona summer.
Yeah, not us though.
Right here. Y'all
give us headaches too.
Y'all
give us headaches too.
Yeah.
It's my neighborhood. You see this guy across? Now you see that motherfucker across the street?
Where the dogs at?
That's what I've been fighting in my neighborhood. This is who I've been trying to get out my
Damn,
neighborhood.
look at all them loose dogs.
I ain't gonna even lie. You know how many times I ain't gonna even lie. Every time the police come in this area, I snitch on these motherfuckers. I ain't gonna even lie.
Need to get you a BB. No, I don't want.
I want these motherfuckers out my neighborhood selling that shit.
Oh, is that what they? Oh,
that's what I want out of here.
They ain't got no 800 snitch line.
I wish the fuck they did.
They do it in California.
Listen, man. They done had an overdose.
Got one in Georgia too.
They done had an overdose there. They done had a shooting there. Everything.
Who own the house? They own the house?
Yeah, the white people own the house.
Oh goodness. They might be cooking it in there too.
I don't know what they do.
The neighborhood.
They there with that M thing in there. They get down with that M in there.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It'll be blowing up soon. I mean,
I wanted to blow up on his house though.
booming up, whatever. I'm sorry.
Watch
you
how
know
long
what?
it lasts.
And you know the police know that. They know that.
Yeah, so I had an altercation with one of the guys, the guy that's just came to the door, that's standing there. He ain't know I was sitting in the truck, and he walked in my yard one day, and he ain't know I had that machete sitting next to my seat. And I jumped out and told him I was going to motherfucking scalp his ass. He walk up in my yard again. So he called the police. I said, God, he come here to ask me for my ID. I told him I ain't showing you my goddamn ID. He on my goddamn property in my yard. What the fuck I need to show you my ID for? Ask him why was he on my property in my yard. That's what y'all need to be confronting him about. More or less confront him about their goddamn shit they got going on. Just like he just walked over there, put that shit in his pocket, jumped back in his truck, and he finna go.
Damn.
You see? That's the shit that I've been dealing with.
You know, when I used to go to get my stuff from, because now they got stores here in California. I never thought about whose house I was going to get my shit from.
Oh, this ain't no weed. This ain't no weed, sweetheart. This ain't no weed.
Weed.
This that boy.
Christina Aguilera.
But go ahead, Russia.
Ain't even that.
We gotta let Russia get in, and then Josie.
They be on that boy train.
That Josie Wells at the bottom. Oh, the outlaw Josie Wells. We definitely gotta let him get it. Go ahead, Russia. What would you like to add to the combo?
Nothing much. Just I'm impressed with Miss Parker. But you know, surfing was in Jamaica, found in like 1950. So it's a lot of black surfers out there. You know, in Jamaica, they just have a lot of weed and a lot of wave to get out.
Oh yeah, especially like Hawaii too. But that's what I'm saying. We live right there on the beach. We used to roller skate to the beach in Santa Monica. So yeah, it would be natural. Not me, because I'm, you know.
You can't call it like a white people promote it a lot because they have a lot of money to travel and stuff, you know, and
I get
compete.
Yeah,
you know, but you can't call it. Say your brother went white because he went surfing and smoking weed.
But in America, like black people don't usually surf.
Listen.
That's what she's saying. Black people in America don't usually surf. Like maybe out in Jamaica, it might be
that's
common.
not nothing that was natural for us.
Because it's expensive. It's expensive.
No,
I'm just
saying the community where I grew up, we never, you know, that's not. We went to the gym trying to get on Soul
He come up here talk about her brother.
But he isn't. Unfortunately, he isn't lying. A lot of those sports. That's why we kind of so good at football and basketball. A lot of those sports cost money.
But at the same,
you know what I mean? Like it costs money to get into tennis and golfing and lacrosse.
Hey, but on the
gymnastics,
contrary,
that shit ain't no.
But on the contrary, those who do elevate in that sport, they broke a lot of records.
Like my brother.
You know, it might not have been surfing, but you know, you take things like skateboarding, roller skating, snowboarding,
look at Arthur Ashe. Look at Arthur Ashe. A lot of people forgot about Arthur Ashe, man. Arthur Ashe was a bad.
Who's Arthur Ashe?
Tennis legend.
Tennis player in the world, bro.
Tennis legend, black dude.
He was like away with AIDS, I think.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, he got it from a blood transfusion.
Yeah,
we gotta make sure we say that part. He did pass away from AIDS, but he got it from a blood transfusion.
Just like the most humble dude ever, though. Like,
like
he was the go-to tennis, but you would never ever know it by like just how he got down and talked. Like he was just more tactical. And that's why it was so bad. Like, but if it was a documentary a long time ago about him.
You could probably find it on demand.
Yeah, but like he was a bad dude, like humble too. Like, but yeah, went out bad, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I get what he's saying. There's a lot of stuff we invented that they put their name on it. So you're right.
It's how they think. It's how they move. It's how their culture works. So they don't have culture. They
but
just
me
come
growing
in
up there,
and
I
take
wouldn't
the
know
culture.
because black people didn't surf back then.
The young black kid who just recently destroyed the snowboarding competition.
Oh my God, I love it.
Right.
Damn,
Not only did he destroy it, he demolished it.
Yeah,
right.
Zebulon.
That motherfucking nice.
What about nice? Zeb Nice, that's his name.
Yeah, Zebulon.
What about the speed racing girl, black girl? Y'all
Oh
seen her?
yeah. You talking about the
don't
speed
forget about
skater?
her.
Oh yeah. The one who was in the Olympics.
Yeah. She that's what I'm saying. Listen, y'all gotta understand. If there was true equality in America, we talk about real equality. White people will be at the bottom of every fucking thing. Black people will be leading in everything from education to sports. Look what they doing to Jaylen Brown. Look what Boston doing to Jaylen Brown. They had a nerve to say that he got a disease because he think he's the smartest person in the room. Most likely, in the room that he's sitting in, he's probably the smartest person in the fucking room. That motherfucker, you see his motherfucking
Jaylen Brown is smart.
Yeah,
Jaylen Brown is smart, and he's one of them dudes. He's one of them dudes. Like you really look at him, like, bro, you just playing in the NBA for fun.
For fun, he can do anything that he fucking want. He could be a fucking astronaut if he want to. Look at Marvin Rose.
But that's all they think.
But let me tell you the seediest thing about it. The media will push somebody like Stephen A. Smith. He'll be and they'll make him the caricature of what they think a smart street knowing black person is. Because and I always remind people, Stephen A. Smith is paid by ESPN, which paid off Trump.
Y'all remember
bro, they get frustrated when Kyrie opens his mouth.
Yeah.
Right.
Kyrie started coming out on his own platform about shit. He stopped worrying about that shit. He just came out on his own platform.
But
y'all remember the running back? Y'all remember the running back that's a neurosurgeon?
Yeah, Marvin Rose.
Yeah, play for like Cleveland or somebody, or Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Neurosurgeon.
Yeah. I remember that. But see, you know what I love about this generation of athletes is they control their own platforms with these social media spaces. So they be like, nah, I'm not letting you speak for me. I'm not letting you control this narrative. I control this. And this generation is to me the best generation because they know how to control that. They got their money right and they can control their own image.
And let me tell you something, and that's why
I get focused with that image though.
Right, but that's why them crackers hate the motherfucking fact of them NIL deals. You know what I'm saying? Because now they know that these athletes are going to college, getting money, getting millions of dollars. So when they come to the NFL or come to the NBA, they can't no longer control them with the fucking money because they already coming to the league with the fucking money because they getting their name like this and image money.
But at the same time, let me ask y'all a question because I hate to admit this. I know y'all think I know everything, but I don't. I'm not really too like in depth on like sports like and shit like that. So like I want to say maybe like a B player. Could he go to any college off his NFL or the NFTs? What's it called? NFTs?
NIL?
The NILs?
Yeah. NILs. Could he go to any college? Because remember when they had the upheaval about like black athletes boycotting the southern states? Could those black athletes go to any other college and still get the same amount of money or just, you know what I'm saying?
They might not get the same amount of money.
They can enter the transfer portal.
Because of the market, because of the market they're in. But if they are, if they're good players, you understand what I'm saying? They can still get, NIL money, right?
So,
and that's the thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So it would almost be worth the sacrifices.
Right.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
like, are they losing out on a substantial amount? No, I'm just saying, just say if they wanted to just get money off that deal. And then I'm gonna just go to school, use this money and start my own business. Like, would it be enough to do that? Let's just say that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Look what they did to Shedeur Sanders, right? Shedeur Sanders had millions coming into the league, right? He was the best quarterback in the draft that year. You know what I'm saying? His father was Deion Sanders. And you know how Deion Sanders is. You know what I'm saying? So he had the same spirit of his father. But Shedeur Sanders came into the league with money, and he was from Colorado, so he wasn't in a in a major sports market. But the SEC is probably one of the biggest college conferences in NCAA, right? So they're gonna get the market. So when those black football players go to the SEC, they getting the light shine on them. If they were to say, fuck it, we're gonna play for Howard University. We're gonna play for we're gonna play for Morgan State. We're gonna play for they go to start going to
historically
HBCU.
this year, just say historically.
Right. They going to HBCU. They are still top tier players. They're still players that were being scouted in the 10th grade. Going to the HBCUs. Now, guess what? The HBCUs are getting more
attention.
They get more attention because you got top tier players that's saying we no longer going to the SEC and these other conferences.
So that's kind of that's literally based kind of off your social media status rather than how you play on the field. Because that's what I be getting confused. Is it based off how you play on the field or just kind of the hype you have off social media and you benefit off of your hype off social media? Like I'm getting brand deals and shit.
Well, the NIL deal, they get a lot of local deals. You know what I'm saying? So they those college athletes, they probably doing commercials for car dealerships. And,
okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, I got you.
Right.
Okay, I got you.
I think
what's NIL? I don't know nothing about sports.
It's name, image, and likeness.
Oh, okay. I think I did hear about
that's
that.
a big ass way for a lot of these big corporations to wash their money, and a lot of these big donors to wash their money. It's like I just don't like just thinking about the NIL deal, and then comes the transfer portal and all this. It's just it's a lot at once. It's a lot going on at once. It's too much money involved. Wait,
but you know what I do like?
Y'all. We gotta get they keep dropping. But go ahead, finish up, so then we gonna let him. No, finish up.
No, I was gonna say the thing that it did was it broke like Nick Saban and them used to take like five-star athletes, hold them, never start them, and those kids' careers would fizzle out because that's how they won all them games. Because them guys, because you was holding back all that talent, and when you break the plant, basically they broke the plantation owners, and they let the workers be in charge of themselves in their own image, and that's why guys like Nick Saban and them like, oh, this is ruining the purity of the game. You didn't mind when you was taking them $5 million, $10 million, $20 million contracts. And when a lot of you coaches was able to transfer to other colleges and go coach somewhere else, but them 5-star kids who came to this college on your word, now they never got on the field, or they spent 2.5 years never being able to showcase what they can. So I understand what you're saying, Tom, because the NIL it became too much too fast.
Do you think
it should have been regulated?
Do you think it was a strategic plan to get Deion Sanders out of Mississippi, out of Jackson, Mississippi? Because I really think it was a strategic plan with a Colorado football team that's going under. I think it was strategic. I mean, shit, just think about the equity that he would have bought to Jackson, Mississippi, and he would have not that he brought, but he would have continued to bring to Jackson, Mississippi, and their program and the HBCU.
You know what? Nick Saban's last contract was. I'm from Alabama, bro. That's why I put Roll Tide in there. Messing with y'all. Nick Saban's last contract was $37 million, bro.
Big bucks.
The last one, the final one was $37 million. But now you still got 5 to 10 years before that contract too. Now, so he probably made $150 million bucks, bro, in the time he's been there. Yeah, trip, and he got a radio station down here too. If you don't know that, he got like a radio thing he was doing like every week almost.
It was getting next time in Tupperville.
Oh,
that's horrible. That's horrible.
They made their money and they made their fame off the backs of black athletes, and then they turn around and show you who they truly are. That's why, man. Listen, it's in their motherfucking nature. Hate is in their nature. I don't give a fuck how long you knew one, how close y'all was, or whatever. Because one thing you got to understand. You can't, they can't fuck their way out of being racist. They can't love their way out of being racist. If they're not for the liberation of all motherfucking black people, then they fucking, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? They're anti-black. You can't just love one black person, or my wife is black, or I got a black friend. No, you got to stand for the liberation of all black people globally. And if you can't stand for that, fuck you anti-black. Point blank period.
I got a black friend.
Hey, O'Connor, I got to drop down for a little while, but I'll be back up later.
I got a black friend. It's a big thing down here.
Bye, Tony.
You say you got a black friend. That's the thing down here.
I'm in Alabama, bro. Trust me. My YT friends, if you want to. Yeah, I live in Alabama. In the sticks. Huh?
But you in northern Alabama or southern Alabama?
I stay on the Mississippi state line, bro. Alabama, Mississippi. Mississippi is literally, I get out of my house, jump in my car, Mississippi is 5 minutes away.
Hey man, I had I had moved to the suburbs at like 17 years old and shit. And I had met a whole bunch of white friends. You always think they're your goddamn friend. And then when Trump came president, I figured out who them real motherfuckers is.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
We gotta let the Valley get in, yo. We gotta let the Valley got in yet?
No.
Valley, you want to say something? You've been waiting patiently. I appreciate that.
Smith said, you hear me? I think Stephen Smith said too much too soon. That's all.
You got to come a little bit closer to the mic.
You're far away. Sound like he said. Stephen A. Smith said too much too soon.
That's all I want to say. Yes, Stephen A. Smith said too much too soon. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
What did he say? I ain't see it. I gotta see it.
She made it about racism instead of talent. She made it too soon. That's all. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out. You don't want to add anything else?
When he said that,
I've been seeing him doing debates lately.
The white basketball team, the Lakers are going totally.
That is guy. Right. That is. They do got an all black. I mean, all white.
He was like, "Ain't no damn way they gonna win." I was like,
"They got
what if they win the championship? What if they win the
starters.
championship?
The Lakers.
Well, guess what?
Yeah.
Y'all remember the Boston Celtics? Remember the Boston Celtics? They were all white guys. Larry Bird, Kevin McHale.
Man, that was during Jim Crow, though.
Come on, yeah, that was the early '80s, bro.
I don't know.
I'm a Lakers diehard fan since Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, or Wilt Chamberlain. What was his name? Chamberlain.
Yeah, Wilt Chamberlain. What's the still?
Yes. Well, yeah.
He was elected for.
But still, the point is, I don't know. I guess I'll just have to survive through it. But like my little video,
they're gonna switch that up real quick. They're gonna switch up that lineup real quick.
Man.
Y'all gonna love them Dirk Nowitzki's in LA one way or the other, goddamn.
I wonder if Bronny's still in Lakers. Is Bronny still in Lakers?
They trying to make it.
Bron's going to OKC.
They trying to make it a Trump America all over again. That's all right. Like I did that video where he said, "God helped you, you black." What was his name? Terrence Howard. He did that video where they were swimming, and he
it was short comedy. I remember. He said, "Yeah, coach, I think we can win off our telly." He was like, "No, you're black."
Yeah, it's about your penis.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that movie, Him? With Marlon Wayans?
It's about wrestling, right? I ain't see it though.
No, it's about football. It's about sports.
Oh, football. Okay. Mm-hmm. I thought it was wrestling. Did you watch it? So give us your synopsis of it.
It was pretty good to me. A lot of people didn't like it, but I feel like that was by design, for people to like throw salt on it. It was basically kind of like a horror movie a little bit, but it was like centered around football and centered around sports, and it was kind of like the main character of the movie was a very good football player, and he was trying to get into the league, and he had got accepted to this team, but it was basically on the condition of him going to this training camp with I don't know what his position was. I'm gonna say quarterback because I really don't know, but I think he was a quarterback. But basically, he was taking the position of the head quarterback, the famous guy that everybody loved that was playing. But he had to do basically a training camp with that guy. And he went to his house. And, this man got money or whatever. So he got his own saunas in the house. And he got his own doctors. He got people that's to come in and play against the guy. And it was just like basically what they was kind of getting at was that he had to kind of sell his soul to get to where he wanted to be in the league, because he had to just keep on compromising. It was always something he had to compromise, like, oh, he got a girlfriend, but come to this party and it's all these girls here, or he don't take this or he don't take that, but the doctor steady giving him shots. He don't know what the stuff is. They shooting him up with stuff, but it was very crazy to where at the end he ended up unaliving the head quarterback guy, because it was basically like, you know what I'm saying, if you're gonna take the spot, you're gonna have to literally take it. So he ended up having to take his life. It was crazy, but it was good to me. But a lot of people were saying like they felt like it got pushed back because it was kind of poking fun at, or just kind of shining light on something that's such a lucrative thing, or something that's such a big thing like sports, and especially like football and basketball, and what, some of the stuff behind the scenes that might go on that people have to do in order to get into these positions. But yeah, it was very interesting.
And Marlon Wayans was the quarterback, I take it.
Yes, he was the one that was training the new guy, which was that, well, I don't know his name. I can't think of the boy's name. The tall, light-skinned boy. He mixed. but I don't know what his name is. I
That
want to
nails it
call
down.
him.
That nails it down.
Yeah, I want
Barack
to call him
Obama.
Tariq or something.
Was it
but
Barack
that ain't
Obama?
him.
No.
Nah, his name's something. I can't think of that boy name, but
But this was a Jordan Peele movie, though. That's what I think.
Right.
It was a Jordan Peele movie, y'all. So, y'all remember that? With Marlon Wayne?
That's dope, though. That's a Jordan Peele movie. That means
Yeah, it's a Jordan Peele movie.
Producing his production.
Was it? Or
yeah, that was a Jordan Peele movie.
That's dope because he go from that's the dude from Keenan and Peele, right?
Yeah. With Get Out.
That's dope.
What was the other one? Us. You know, Us is like a FBA mantra. They use that because they say tether. Because they say tether in there.
Man, you need to don't say them 3 letters.
I know. I had to. Six degrees away from
you
FBA.
say that shit, the views gonna go up like 900 right now.
because I thought it was Peele too, but it wasn't him. It was another man. They just thought it was a Jordan Peele movie.
He produced
he didn't direct it.
He produced it.
Mm.
But you know.
I just watched that Kiki movie, something about Booster. It was kind of
I love Boosters.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, towards the end, it started being like a Keenan and Peele movie, like that movie they made with the spaceship or the space thing or something. It was a little weird towards the end.
My nigga,
I gotta start watching more movies.
Yeah, that's where I watched it on Netflix. Percy. Yeah.
Leave him alone.
Percy, man, what you think about them folks up in DC marching with Trump? No, that's what my meme is. I tried to get a meme.
Stuff when your dog ain't scared.
Nah, he chilling. He chilling. Let somebody ride by him on a bicycle. He on their ass though. Please don't ride by him on a bike or a motorcycle. Even the city bus, man. He will try to hang himself on a leash to try to bite the tires on the city bus.
Percy said marching for what?
They were trying to reclaim America.
Because I couldn't tell you. I don't know what they was walking around.
That's what they were marching for. I don't know what they were reclaiming.
Victimhood mentality. Because they want to say black people, we victims. Every time we talk about slavery, we talk about black oppression. Oh, the victim mentality. Man, they are the biggest motherfucking victims. How the fuck you got every fucking thing? What y'all won the election? Y'all got Trump in office. Y'all, what the fuck are y'all mad about? What the fuck are y'all crying about? You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck are y'all marching for? Y'all supposed to be enjoying the 4th of July like no other. Out here marching like y'all standing up for something.
What more do you want? What more
right, what y'all want?
You know how hot it was with all that stuff they had.
But y'all remember during COVID? All day,
it matters when they got patriotism running between them.
They had to put on masks during COVID. Oh, it's killing me. I can't breathe. But they got the come on. You see how but you see how ridiculous and how mediocre these people are.
So for fucking hate, you'll cover up your face.
Right.
But to save your family or to save somebody else, fuck it.
Right.
Amazing.
Right.
Because I had to, that's when I was working for the airlines, I had to remove several. And then I'd have to walk down there. The captain would call me. I'd have to give them the letter and then walk them out. That they couldn't fly until they contacted that number on there because they refused to put their oh yeah, we can't do that. I'm like, it was ridiculous. And now they marching with them all over their head.
But that's why they say racism is the abandonment.
Shout out to them. Come on, Percy.
That's why they say racism is the abandonment of all reasoning. Right? That's exactly what it is. They don't have any. They lose all fucking reasoning. You know what I'm saying?
Google that picture of the black girl and the Patriot flag.
The ass should have passed out from heat exhaust.
Hey, you older than I am, Miss Parker.
Laughing.
You got to remember, these the same motherfuckers that wanted to rebel against seatbelts. The same ones. It ain't no different. So not only was it mass, but when they goddamn passed the law for seatbelts, they ain't want to wear them either. Talking about they infringing on their rights. Bitch, to be safe, to stay alive.
Or DUIs. They was marching because no, we're not gonna go to jail for DUI. We want to
marching just
whatever we want to drink and drive.
Just outside walking around for nothing.
That's crazy.
These motherfuckers they got some issues.
It's a sickness. They infected with a sickness, bro. That's exactly what it is. Ain't no other way to motherfucking put it. These people, these motherfuckers that lost their everlasting motherfucking mind. Talking about reclaim America. Like, what the fuck do y'all want? What more do y'all want?
Everything.
They want to reclaim us. They want to reclaim the houses we bought. They mad because we sitting in a nice house, or we got a nice car, or we got an RV. You man, me and my husband travel cross country in our RV.
Or maybe a nigga got a RV.
They be looking to see who's driving. And when they see some black, oh Lord, you ought to see their faces. Really? They start acting like they want to talk to us to come over and see, so they can see what we got or what we doing. And Mr. Marine Man talk about anything and everything. Well, the bunny.
Get your ass down, Vern. Get your ass down, Vern. Come on.
You should see them. And we pulling a 20-foot trailer. We got like we going to the motorcycle rallies. We might be going to Biloxi from California. So we usually stop at one of those KOAs. And one time we was at a KOA that was outside of Ferguson because they were having a motorcycle rally. It'd be 40,000 black people, right? It's a lot of black people with some pretty shit. You ought to see the buses and the stuff, just beautiful. And they just looking at us like, what the hell? Yeah, we got shit. That's when I realized we got shit. I didn't see anybody here. And then when you get there and they coming from all over, pulling ATVs and Harleys and beautiful RVs, they can't stand it. So we had one. They hating on us. So my friends, they all from Compton, but they got really good jobs, nurses, whatever. We in our RV, we party, and this white lady, she bam on the door. Pow, 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 pow. She said, y'all gotta keep the noise down. So I said, you got 7 dogs over there barking. We didn't say anything about that. She goes, well, I'm not saying nothing about the weed I smell. And then 5 minutes later, the police show up. So she had already called the police. Wow. She just came over there. Why did she do that? Because before they got there, my friends from Compton, like 10 of them, am I Amy? That Amy who ain't got a job and ain't got shit to lose. They was all out there, all in her face. They was gonna whoop her. My friend was talking shit, but my Amy was gonna whoop her ass.
That's what
I let them know I'm part of the resistance. Goddamn it, in my big white truck, I'm part of the resistance.
Yeah, so let me finish. So when we walk outside, my husband go outside, he starts talking that, shit. I own this shit. I done fought for my country for this shit. I didn't care. Who did he ask? Who did she say something? Said something to her? My husband. All them women was talking shit. Her hair was blowing back from the spit. And the minute the police come, guess who he said, well, was your husband saying something? I said, my husband didn't say shit to her because they was going to hone in on him. And the first thing that made her mad was she said, y'all act like this Ferguson. Ooh, okay. So when I got in there, I said, we didn't come 3,000 miles to go to jail. No. My Amy was mad at me because I didn't let her whoop her ass. But I told her, I said, Karen, you ain't got nothing to lose. And she wasn't mad about it. Later on, she was like, you right. Because she didn't care. She used to that kind of shit. But we didn't drive 3,000 miles, spend $10,000 to go to jail. So, it was the end of that. So then we left because the reason we were there is because the fairground don't open until that Wednesday. And we driving, so we got in on Monday. So we got a lot of the black people get in early. And then when they open the gates, you go to the fairground because you done paid for your spot already. You just kind of chill until it actually happens. I mean, it's really nice. This year is gonna be back in St. Louis again. We done been everywhere.
When is it? When is it? Why don't you ask me when do I if I want to go?
It's called the National. Listen, it's called the National Black. It used to be the National Black Roundup, but now it's the National Bikers Roundup, and it's the first weekend of August every year. And on Sunday they vote where it's gonna be the next year. The clubs vote. And it's fun because they have all the, they one year the Dramatics was there. I mean, they have concerts and whatever that man used to say, hell no. He performed one night. Thursday they usually have a dance. Friday they have a concert.
I'm just thinking of this.
Yeah, but Saturday you can't even walk. Ain't no sense in coming with them. We on our golf cart. That's why I like to get there early because I could just drive around waving and panning at folks and on Thursday and Friday. But Saturday is so packed because you got your local people coming and then the people that have came there. But if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna send you the flyer. Because
do you have to be a part of a club to get in?
No, last year it was Texas. They charged $30 to get in. You get the wristband and you just go eat, and they selling all kind of shit and all kind of stuff. We've been going. We ain't been in the last 2 years, but we've gone like at least 6-7 years. But right now the way the gas is, we ain't going this year. It's this year. It's the first weekend.
You said it's in St. Louis this year?
I think it's St. Louis this year. So it was Texas last year. And my friend sent me a picture. It was one tree. I think a cow was under it. So sometimes it depends on where they have it. But if they having it at the same place they had it in St. Louis, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It don't nothing jump off because every black person in there got something. Be a mixture of white people, but it ain't like it's the black roundup. You see all the people, a lot of people rent the RVs and have them parked there for when they fly in.
That's cool.
Yeah, y'all ain't never. I'm telling y'all ain't never seen so many black folks with shit coming from St. Louis, North Carolina, South. And then one time we was there, these black people from Louisiana set up. They came set up, but they sat at the hotel. They cooked and fed us every single night. Ooh. And then the next time, some people had killed a whole cow.
Ooh. Oh, y'all was eating good.
Yes, everybody share food like that. Shit, my husband cooking roast, he's sharing liquor, everything.
I love that type. See, that's my type of kicking.
It's so much fun, and there's so many black people, all ages, just doing it. Doing the damn thing. Y'all I'll put a flyer up. So y'all, because it might be in one of y'all neighborhoods. So if y'all see a lot of neighborhoods, if y'all see a lot of black people on motorcycles and RVs, just go. It ain't about the motorcycle. Just go. Go in there. See what you see.
That's how Florida is. That's how Florida is doing.
People go in their cars.
Beach week.
Yeah, bike week.
Bike week, but it's bigger because it's everywhere. It's not just that in that area with the young people speeding all around on the beach, with the girls with the thongs like, Freaknik. It ain't like that. It's more like you'll see a few, but it's more older people sitting around the campsite drinking. My husband brings back a lot. Let me be quiet. Moonshine. Yeah, they be selling it all over there. Strawberry, apple.
White light.
It's real black people down there. Like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just real. And you guys, I was, say one of y'all would be down there having a good time. So I'll put the flyer, I'll send the flyer to Conscious just in case it's by any one of y'all. But it's every first weekend in August. And it'll be somewhere different. The last time it was in Vegas, y'all was so hot. Them black people stayed in the casinos. That shit was so hot because it's a different hot than y'all hot. sun
80,000
beaming
niggas in
on
the
it.
casino. No, let me say.
Yeah. Yeah, they was in the casino. Oh, they didn't even come out. That's where the air conditioning was. But the heat on the pavement, they didn't have it in a good place. You can't have it on nothing. You have to have it where there's trees.
Yeah.
And you know, like big places like
That's what's
this one
happening up in
place.
DC.
Yeah. They had it was
glad
in
one day
Virginia. It
when I
was in
get grown
Virginia.
enough to go do stuff.
How old are you?
I'm 30. I ain't old enough to go do stuff yet.
You just get you one of them men
I
drive
still
out
gotta
of one of them RVs.
look. I still gotta work. I ain't got no off
Must not know how fast
time.
that shit pass.
There be some single men and women up in there though.
I want an RV bad as I don't know what, man. I work remote, so I just want to be able to jump my RV and I go wherever the fuck I want. And
Right.
That's what we
You know what
did.
you know what
Jason
I
didn't stop working. He kept working, and everywhere we went had to have Wi-Fi.
I seen it ain't like you got to get a big one either, big hit. I
No.
mean, if you could get like a vans, like the Sprinter vans.
Or
Like
you can
them.
get one.
It just
that
depends
you
on how
can
many
pull.
people you're trying to get. Maybe like 1 or 2 people.
Oh yeah, the kind you can hook up on a truck. I seen
Right.
that kind.
That's the first one we had.
I don't want a fifth wheel. That's a fifth wheel. Cause then that means I gotta buy a whole nother vehicle.
No, we didn't. We had the one that
Right on
wasn't
that
a
one. That's what I'm
fifth
saying. The
wheel.
little Sprinter vans.
No,
A lot of people turn them into cribs.
You don't have to have the fifth wheel when you can have one you can pull, because then you don't have to do any like reconstruction on your thing.
But he's saying he would have to get another vehicle to pull that one. That's what he's saying.
Oh, like a truck. Our
Yeah, you're gonna have
truck,
to
we got
get
a
some.
1200 that pulled it.
But he don't want to get a truck. That's what he wanted all in one.
Oh yeah.
You balling. We ain't all balling like you. She said my truck is 1200. Niggas get step your game up. Niggas.
Let me wait.
1200 around here. What y'all do?
That ain't what I was saying. Let me
No,
tell you
that's
how it
right.
happened.
No, that's
We went camping with some friends, and we went and got the tent and shit. And we camped, and our friend turned the music on because we the kind want to play music, and they wanted to tell stories and shit. So that morning, about 5 or 6, me and my husband packed up that shit, and we went and looked at a camper. So we got the one you pull, but it makes you have to do too much. You got to wind it and do all of that. So that's why we went and we upgraded. When we went and we saw these black people, we went to, it's called a Black Bikers camping, and it's here. My husband met him at a gas station, and when we went there, they had a guy out there with some selling them. So we looked at it, and then we ended up. He gave us a good deal. We ended up going to get one, but we had this since 2019 or something, 20, and we store it. And when we had it this out for 2 weeks because we're doing the kitchen, so he's put me and my grandson in it, and we stayed at a campsite. So sometimes we just do local in it.
Oh,
that's how we ended up with it. That puller. If you got a 50, you can do it.
How much it costs to rent a campsite? $100 or something like that.
Like at the military base, let's see, we stayed 3 weeks. It was 600 and something. But some of the smaller ones that people live, we met a brother. He had bought one. He said he sold his house. He was in Arizona. He stopped off, and we were talking to him. He said, so he just goes stay month to month. You can stay long term in some up 3 to 4 months. And then what you do is you leave for a week or two, and then you go back and check back in. And the ones down south are cheaper. KOA is like probably 300, 400 a month. You get water, you get electricity. Yeah. Them white people living, not the kind they living in that we be talking about them.
Right. Mobile, like the RV campsite. I get
the RV, like the one we step up there. Like I said, our sleep aid. It got a shower, got a washer and dryer. It's got the bed that dropped there. Not bragging, just telling you. It's got the food.
I'm not bragging.
I'm not bragging. It got the food.
You gotta tell it.
It got a king bed in it.
Okay.
And so we store it, and then when we go somewhere, like we'll go park at the beach sometimes and just, hang out. But those are the kind you get that you see all them old rich white people that get and them RV park. They had a little stuff, they little flowers set up. That's when
how long
they
y'all
long
been married? How long you and your husband?
Wow. 22.
That's
22
cool.
May 8th. Yeah, 22 years.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Come on for the black love. Yeah.
That's right. He ain't dead and I ain't dead. We ain't killed each other yet. So we
Okay. Listen.
If one of us ever say I'm a widower, then you know what. No, but I'm just playing. But yeah, it's like, yeah, you know, we've been together for a while.
That's cool.
It's nothing like bad love, man. Nothing like bad love.
Yeah, and I like to see that, like when you see Denzel and Samuel L. Jackson and all those brothers that's been with their wives. I can't think of what his name is. He played
LeBron
in The
and
Wire.
Savannah.
Yeah, just
oh
the
yeah.
people that,
She said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
Will
thought
and
2
Jay.
Chainz.
The
I
ones
thought
that's
2
been
Chainz
in
post his wife.
They've been married for like 20 years.
I said I saw 2 Chainz post his wife for her birthday a couple weeks ago. I was like, I know that's right. And her name Keisha. I said, period.
Hey, you know what's so funny is that even though T.I. woman is not the most attractive woman, she black. Escape. She's a black woman and he's been with her. So he stand by her side. As long as they, you know, that's black love regardless. They talked about it. They talked about her and he came back at him. That's my wife. It don't matter. He married her and had babies.
Miss Parker, you mean like that black love that Alicia Keys was singing about? Like Will
that
and Jada?
bitch. She took somebody man. I don't know who it
You hear what
was.
she said? She said it just like LT. That bitch.
That big.
She don't. I stopped listening to her after I found out. Being a married woman, you don't break up nobody's marriage. If he was single, that's different.
Let me ask you a question, Miss Parker. You stop listening to R. Kelly too?
Oh, nah, you heard that R. Kelly in the back.
You heard it in the background. You know why?
Yeah, I know, heard that in the back.
That's why I met my husband at a motorcycle dance in LA. And he asked me to dance, and I had a red Kango hat, a red bustier on. I had some red patent at the boots. I was sharp. So I was talking to some people over to the right? And he said, "You want to dance?" I was like, "No, thank you." And then "Step in the Name of Love" came on. I said, "Yeah, I'll dance." And this story. And we been, so that's our song. So I could look at him and say, "Why'd we do it, boo?" And he said, "We did it for love." We say that to each other all the time. Y'all cute.
That is so corny and mushy at the same time.
I know that's right.
No, that's corny. That's corny as shit.
That's corny and mushy though.
And
but
then
that's
we got married on R. Kelly. So it's kind of hard not to listen to R. Kelly.
You know, I just
we met on R. Kelly and we got but I know that's why I was dancing to it. That's our
the
song.
pipe. You put the R and R.
Some of y'all ain't got no song. We got a song.
I know that's right.
Y'all married here got a song. That's our song.
Hey, you ain't got to throw me under the bus like that. I was just asking.
No, most married people have a song. That's the song they got married to.
She said what she said now.
They out here talking about they don't need no man, Miss Parker. They can't live like you doing without no man.
Nah, it ain't. They better hurry up and get somebody to push them in the wheelchair because they ain't gonna stay young.
Change.
Ooh.
Black world go.
No lie. You ain't say no lie.
I ain't lying.
I said that I got attacked.
Y'all need to start hurting and shit, and you ain't got nobody to go to the doctor with you. When you take your medicine,
we get older.
It's all about when you get older. Shit.
I saw this little older couple at the gas station last night, and they was just holding each other, and both of them was limping. I said, "Wow."
See, that's what I'm saying.
They just helping each other along, honey.
They're gonna have AI for that, so I'm good.
Hey, listen, and then even if you get somebody to come in and take care of you, they're gonna beat you and steal your jewelry.
Ooh, that might be a nice little hustle.
No, I'm just saying, you know those.
No, I mean not beat people up. No, I'm talking about AI.
Oh, yeah, but those old folks home don't look forward to some Well, I don't need anybody. I can hire somebody. They're not gonna treat you like the people that love you. So yeah, you guys. I mean, it's just to me.
You said right. Now, I got attacked for saying that, but I didn't know that was a controversial statement to say that I needed a man. I did not know that until I got on TikTok.
Wait, hold on. Do you need a man or do you want a man?
You know what? This comedian said he used to want his wife. Now he need his wife.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask her a question. What need do you want from a man?
What needs do I want?
From a man?
That and some company.
Well,
and somebody to share the remote.
I mean, you don't have to say physical. Just
I
other attributes other than.
No, I wasn't gonna say that. I wasn't gonna go there with it because that's something totally different.
Okay.
But
those requirements are even higher. Okay, we got you on that.
Well, I ain't even gonna say that, but you know, hey,
Parker said okay. Yeah.
Look, I'm just saying, hey, that's something that's definitely needed, but we ain't talking about that right now. We're talking about for the other stuff. I would say for me, it's stability, and it's for like not just financial, but also like emotional stability. So it's a lot of things that I want to do, and I need somebody that's like a stable person to, you know what I'm saying, like kind of keep me on track, keep me in a good position where I can do stuff and do the things that I want to do and the things that I want to see my life. Like, I guess the things that I want to see my life going towards. And then obviously I need a man to have a child. It's some type of man got to be involved with that. And I'm not interested in being a baby mama. So then I would need a life partner for that. And so, it's just certain stuff it's a necessity.
Okay. Yeah. There's no wrong answers on what you want, though. So I hope you ain't feel no pressure. So let me ask the fellas.
No, I don't feel no pressure. I done already got cussed out.
Yeah, she said, "Fuck, I'm walking what I'm talking." Okay.
Yeah, I already got talked bad too. I got attacked bad about this on multiple panels, and it was from men. And I'm like, dang, y'all mad because I said I need a man. What are we talking? I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with that. We used to strive for family stability like that. You know, when you go even playing a doll, I'm gonna have me a baby, I'm gonna have me a husband.
Right. Yeah.
And it's from what you see. So I know that my mother, even though she left my dad, then she got remarried again. But my dad was married to the same woman for 50 years after he remarried. And I see that. And those are and plus, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what stopped me from I wanted to get married. Well, one, I fell in love, but then I used to say, well, shit, I'm out there in the club. I'm over at the American Legion. Them old bitches is sitting up there at the bar looking for a man, the old man, and the old men are looking for the young women. I said, I ain't gonna be like that. When I was in my time, it's not gonna be me sitting at the American Legion at the bar looking for a man. And I stopped being so, like, shit, I'm partying, I'm doing this. And I started opening up a little more.
Yeah.
Opening up and being accessible and being more, like I said, okay, let's dance. You know what I'm saying? I thought my license plate said the shiznit. Let me tell you how my mentality was. That's how my mentality was when I lived in LA and single. But then you start getting a little older, I'm like, I don't want to be doing this shit forever. So I opened up and I started being more accessible and going to dinner and talking to people and, being more like that, not so standoffish and thinking that, I'm the shit instead of just accepting people. But that's what I'm honestly saying. I saw that. And I said, that's not going to be my future. Yeah. They be leaving the bar alone and they don't know that the old men that's in there, you old, they old. They not looking for no old woman up in there. They looking for the younger women that come in there. So you just sitting up in there looking. And no, thank you. I would rather have company and rather have somebody in my life that I can love. And it becomes a business. It is no longer just, it's teamwork and it's a business. It's like everything. So, you work to try to do whatever we need to do. We finna go pick a new couch out. We finna go, pick the stove. He showed me, how does you like these bar stools? Like, no, I like the blue ones. Just it's teamwork. But that's what I'm telling you. That's how I felt. And I didn't marry my husband until I was 44. So I was partying my ass off. I told you. And then look what my mother said. Look what my mama said. Who told you you had to get married? You was having so much fun. I said, "What? Why you tell me that?"
Oh,
I was
goodness.
like, why would she tell me that? It was too late. I was already
your mom
there.
was hilarious.
Yeah, she was funny. This is what she told me. Shit, you just got married in time before you didn't want to share the remote with anybody. I said, well, you about right, because if I'd have turned 50, I'd have been like, nigga, no, you can't have a remote. I'm good. That's the kind of shit she would say. She was funny. She was real though, but she didn't lie. I don't know if I told you this story where I told you my mother was a nurse, right?
I believe so. After the black
the lady
movie,
passed
TV
out.
show.
Yeah, I told you this one, where my mother was a nurse and she was at a party with a bunch of white people and they was mean to her. And so this lady was kind of like standoffish and mean to my mom. So her friend was the one giving the party, and evidently the lady collapsed in the kitchen and she ran into Bert, you're a nurse. She need help. My mother looked straight at, now the white lady told me this. My mother looked straight at her face and said she should have made her friends before she needed them. And she did not help that lady.
Hello, that's me. That's me all day. I'm not no nurse. I done been drinking. I'm inebriated.
She like, no. But then for her to be mean to her and be the bitch that passed out, my mother said she should have made her friends first.
Oh, that's me. Period. I tell people all the time, don't come get me if somebody passing out. No, I'm part.
But a lot of people thought, well, she's a nurse. She's got an oath. My mom
No.
My mother would send me with her nurses, her ID back to the hospital. She worked at Brotman in LA, and this white lady got the ring and wanted her to clean her shit. She got off from work. My mother said, here, take this back up there. Oh. And I dropped off her license because she was an RN. She worked for Walter Reed, the President's Hospital. Wow. She worked at NIH, and she retired at the VA in the psych ward. So she always knew her work.
I know
and
that's
she
right.
knew she was an RN, and she wasn't cleaning shit because she was the black lady. And these Brotman is in the rich areas, like it was like, you know, all the rich Jewish people. And my mother was like, here, take this back. And she sure did. She was like, she ain't working there. She knew her self-worth. So she was funny though. Wow. Y'all would have liked her because when she would come back traveling, I would say, you got to meet my mama. She funny. Wow. She'd be cracking up, man. She had my friends cracking up. She was something, but yeah, she was cool. But that's why, you know, you being 30, you still got time for fun. But I had my son at 36 and I got married at 44. So my family was the type that would say, "Woo, Debbie had a baby." They called my son the miracle child. Oh, and then they said, "Woo, Debbie got married," because
wow,
they couldn't believe it. I mean, I enjoyed myself. And then I was like, I wasn't in a hurry. Not that people didn't ask me,
right,
or I wasn't dating, but I just knew that I wasn't ready. When I got ready.
You sound like my aunt a little bit. She always said that. Like I come from a big family and all my other aunts have kids, but she's the only one who does it. And I asked her one day why she doesn't. She said, and she got like, she always got the new Infinity, the hottest condo. She from Flint. But she was like, I do what I want when I want.
And I was lucky because my mother would babysit for me, so I still went out a little bit. That's like
you was still living your best life.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I got my grandson for the summer. I'm tired. It's hard to keep a little 5-year-old going. I done took him to the pool. I done went swimming over here. He said, Nama, remember the good times we had? No, we ain't going nowhere today. So it's the life. I'm enjoying it. It's the life. It's better than that.
For the right men. When you have children from the right men, your life don't end.
Yeah.
I know that's right. See, that's the whole thing. I just can't be out here for anybody. So
okay, I gotta tell y'all something. I was gonna keep this a secret, but I'm 17 years. I'm 17 years my husband's junior, so he's 50 and I'm 67.
Okay. So you got.
I've been married 22, but remember, I've been married 22 years, so that meant I was a hot commodity at that time.
I like you.
Yeah. So,
I like you.
But I'm still
yeah.
and I'm still walking, but it's
I
okay.
know that's right.
Right, Todd?
I see. Yeah, she do be crip walking in her videos. Please go and follow her videos.
Yes. Oh
So
yeah.
so when they tell you you're only as old as you feel, I'm bored. I'm young spirited than him. He's fine with sitting in the man cave watching 3 TVs. Me, I want to go somewhere. So I mean, people think because he's younger, and that's what I thought. I said, no. He's from Georgia, and his daddy was older, so he's got that, kickback.
You put it on him. Just say the real. You put it on him.
He's in the barbecue.
Wow.
That's all you gotta say.
Well, I did at the
I ain't
time.
never going back home. Hold on. He probably had like sunshine. Let me call Georgia. Yeah, I ain't never coming back to Georgia.
Here, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, I was. Let me tell you.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
I would have talked to me that night. Shit.
She said she secured her
like,
spot, boo. Secured that bag, secured her spot.
Okay. No, but he's come from good people, family member passed or something like that. He's always there. My cousin just died 3 days ago. And she, just stuff like that. You got to find somebody who care about family, care about you and your well-being. That's all I got to say.
We might have to get you a MAGA man, Marla.
Oh, hell no.
Sorry,
wait a minute. She could convert him. Wait a minute.
Who now?
A MAGA man.
No.
Why? For what?
Okay.
For what reason?
I was just saying.
I just want to know what was the reason.
She gonna get her a nice black man. That's what she gonna do.
Hey, listen.
And
Tell
got,
her.
I mean, there are black
at least you
MAGA
got
men.
a good 5 years. You got a good 5 years.
I'm trying to get this going by next year.
Yeah, there you go. Because I had my son in my 30s, and that's fine. So you be fine. Get it going now. But you don't want to meet nobody online. They haven't
been the online.
Go to the motorcycle thing.
Oh, I'm scared of them. They be wild.
That's what I'm saying. It's people with Harleys that work with you that you don't even know they got
true,
one,
but
they only bring it out on the weekend.
I'm scared. I feel like they be a little too
that.
wild for me. I might be too conservative or something. I don't know. I'm scared.
Well, my husband was in the club at the time I met him. He just didn't have his vest on. He was in the club. He races motorcycles still right now, but he ain't in the club no more.
What?
He do quarter tracks though. When you sitting there and go like that. So I don't go a lot because it's too fast.
Oh, that's
cool. I don't go out there all day like that, but it's just a hobby.
Yeah.
You find now you find somebody who live in the clubhouse, you might.
Because that's what they told me. I guess that's a misconception where I'm from. Because I'm from Arkansas.
No, wait a minute. No, they got. Oh no, that ain't no misconception. They
told me that's where the hoes
usually
go.
The local. That's the local clubs. They usually people that way worse. When you go to these things, you find people that come from all over.
Okay, so they got a little money. They got a little something.
Yes, that's my point. They come, they travel, they come to those things. Not the people that live in a local neighborhood and they go to the clubhouse 24 hours a day. They had a lot of clubs like that in LA. It was the DOs, the divided ones. They had their annual dance. They had the chosen few. My uncle was in the Deuces. So they have club, but my uncle didn't even have a bike. He was down there every night. So that's the kind you don't want to talk to him.
Okay. Because that's what they told me. They told me that's where the hoes be at. So I was like,
so you don't go to the club. You might go to a big annual dance because if it's a big club, the other clubs from other states will come to their dance.
Okay, you better be putting me up on game.
Yeah, but if they just have a little party down at the clubhouse, you don't want to do that. That's just a little local, like the little local social club girls, and they all messing around like that. So.
Okay, because look, like I said, I was scared. That's what they told me. So I was like, nah, this ain't
just go. No, when you see something, they're having a big dance, like Rare Breed. Rare Breed is a big club.
Mm-hmm.
And usually if you're somewhere and they have a dance, it's gonna be people coming from all over. So you look at the big ones, you don't look at the makeshift little ones, and you go to a dance. I said I met my husband there. They have food. It's a dance in a hall. It's usually a hall or something like that. Not clubhouse, but there's all kind of ways, but you have to make yourself accessible and approachable. But I don't need like a nigga, what's up, bitch? That keep walking fast. And then you might meet somebody nice on here. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know either.
I used to be on Black Planet when I was single. It was fun. Shit, when it first came out, Black Planet.
Yeah, I remember.
Y'all remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Black Planet was like the first one.
Wasn't on there doing nothing. Wasn't even supposed to be on there.
Just on there. I met people on there. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I
was too young.
Oh yeah. You was a baby. You're the same age as my son. He was born in 94.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the 90s. Oh, I love the 90s. I could do the Running Man, turn around, spin, whoop, go back down.
Miss Parker, is your son single?
I'm
just saying. Where you at, Marla?
Every chance he get, because I got 2 grandbabies by 2 different women, and they were probably a year apart.
We're just trying to see, because y'all seem like y'all kind of kinfolk already, listening to the conversation.
Yeah,
I was just curious. I was just throwing that out there. It didn't land.
Oh yeah, no,
just saying.
No, I wouldn't have nobody.
Okay. I was just, you said son, it just made me think.
I wouldn't wish him on no woman right now.
I would do that to baby girl.
No, he's like Eisen. What's that man? The smart man. So he has other shit. He's
Isaac
so smart. Yeah, he's so smart. He crazy. Yeah, he's so smart that personality-wise is missing there. But he's very. Ooh, I gotta go put my wig on. We got company. His friend just pulled up. I'm sitting in the man cave. I'm like, oops. But anyway, yeah. So I wouldn't. But there's women.
That's hilarious.
There's women out there that would say, "Oh yeah, my son is no." I know he's had some really nice. Yeah, he's had some really nice girls, and this grandson I'm here. That's because he don't be bothered with him, and I don't care because I am. And I'm embarrassed and ashamed of it, but she did marry a nice guy, and I accept him and I like him because he gonna make sure my grandson get to school. He gonna make sure my grandson. See, anybody can have a baby, but everybody can't be no father.
Exactly, and that's my problem. I don't want to be nobody baby mama. I'm good.
Yeah. And
I waited this long, and I'm just not trying to. I just don't want to do that.
Yeah, my son's real father, he just passed. And that really hurt. I don't know, I couldn't even explain it, but I guess because, I know his brother, they've always been good to my son because as their nephew, I know the family, and they called and told me he passed, and that hurt, even though I wasn't married to him. I knew it before, but it's still. I heard that.
I think Conscious, what was you gonna ask? You were saying something about the men and do they feel like they need a woman or something? Was that what you was about to say?
I'm just gonna let you ladies finish. I don't remember. I think we was talking about, because you was talking about you need a man instead of want one. Oh, right. That's what it was. Do you feel that you would be able to survive in this world without a man?
Like, yeah, I do right now.
okay, so I think that's why people be like, you don't need it, because you technically don't need it. You want a man for certain needs that you.
I don't need a man for me to maintain the life that I have now. No, I do not. Okay. But I don't want to maintain this life. I want to do more stuff. I want to get.
My husband friends say why I run because I didn't have.
Oh, see, he being nosy.
Wow.
She said you being nosy.
Okay, Shawnee. See, thank you. See, somebody understand what I'm saying. It's not. If I wanted to just maintain how I was living right now, I could do that by myself. But I don't want to maintain how I'm living right now. I want to grow and progress and do bigger things outside of just working, just to take care of me working, just so I can have, whatever I need. It's bigger things that people, they want to do. And I want to do bigger things.
And when you say that, I'm telling you, and you see this when you're on TikTok. Now, you said, interestingly enough, I think it was you who said it's men who critique you when you say you need a man.
Yeah.
Now, see, here's the thing. That might happen, but overwhelmingly so, it is women on these apps that are critiquing other women about needing a man.
They attacked me too. I was attacked actually by the women first, and then the men kind of followed in with it. And then I got into another, kind of logged in with another live that I didn't know them, but I was just, chiming in because I liked their prompt they had up.
Right.
And when I said something about that, the men was like, oh, you want a man to do this and you ain't gonna do it. And I'm like, Lord, never mind.
You know what? Maybe it's the need word instead of I want a man.
Yeah.
Right. And
that's what I was saying.
I know the difference though. I know the difference between
people who you trying to, when you say that initially, people gonna think that you need.
You
saying that you need a man, that you need a man to take care of you.
I do need a man.
But it's gonna be the financial aspect, not so the more emotional and productive.
Well, if I said I wanted a man, I feel like right now I could say I want a man because it's not nothing that I need from a man that I can't provide for myself.
Yeah.
But if I want a house, if I want a family, if I want to take care of my family, I want to be a stay-at-home wife, a stay-at-home mom, I need a man for that. It's not no way around that.
Exactly. Look, here's the thing that I think. Now we playing over words in a semantic way. Yes. When at the end of the day, we still talking about the same thing, is that we all need each other.
Yes.
And what you'll have is that people will be on social media that they think is the real world. And they think that because they got 5,000, 10,000 followers, that actually means that they are touching grass, and they not. And they playing over the reality that we are social beings. What you ladies are expressing, Ms. Parker, you basically laid out what is a beautiful companionship with somebody and how it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people who would defy that and who will tell Marla, girl, what? You paying all your bills? Yeah. Check. Oh, you don't need nothing else. And the problem with that is that what they want everybody to do is to limit their life to what they live in. The thing about it is you can have a $200,000, $300,000 salary and still be lonely as hell.
Yep.
And unfulfilled.
We got two panelists, Aki, and then I can't read her name. I'm sorry. Shani, how you doing? Aki, you want to get in? Am I saying it right? Nope, I'm still saying it wrong.
No, y'all said it right. She right. Shiny.
No, Aki.
She yelled that out. I like it.
Hey, boo.
What you said? You said I'm stretching it out.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. I hope everybody having a blessed day.
Hold on. It's a young lady right before you.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
Aki, am I saying it wrong? I know I am.
I'll keep. Listen, I want you to.
I'll keep. Well, I can't. You was close. I'll keep. I'll keep. Okay, go ahead. Okay, and then we're gonna let.
All right, I let a young lady go before me because I have finishing up this.
Okay.
So meeting, I'll be
Okay. Every time I do that, they're like, just go to the next person. Go ahead, young ma'am. What would you like to add to the convo?
You gotta call that name, Con. Oh, here you go.
Who? He talking to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. The other lady
she
said
didn't
she
want to
need a
go.
minute.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, she said you could go first.
Oh, I'm listening. Sitting here waiting, listening for her. But no, I just wanted to say, Marla, she. The good thing is now that you understand the difference, and you know what you want. I only say this because I'm gonna tell y'all this, and everybody may look at me differently, but you need to know who you talking to. I'm 44. Don't have no kids.
Okay.
Never been married.
All right.
Okay, so I only have nieces and nephews.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that number one, I think the dating pool is shit right now. But I understand the fact that, not saying that men are looked at as society look at them, especially black men, as failures if they don't do something right. But sometimes when you get up in age, 44 and on or 40 and on, you understand that sometimes people fall and they have to start all over. And sometimes that may be your man, that may be your husband. So you have to discern whether you're going to, after you build yourself up and when you're single and you're working and you find your stability, whether it be financial, emotional, mentally, all that, physically, when you find your stability within yourself, if you find your husband and that man falls, you can pick him up.
Okay.
Because you're already stable.
Right.
So, but a lot.
You cut out.
I had a phone call.
Oh, okay.
The family, especially the black family, is not a priority right now. Everything is in a disorder. You know, everything is in a disorder.
See, I wasn't even gonna get deep. Here you go.
But that's crazy, though.
Here you go.
She keep calling.
I wasn't gonna get deep, but you get deep.
But everybody is and I'm not gonna lie, because I'm speaking on myself too.
Yeah.
Everybody is in a financial
turmoil.
What are we gonna do? You know, as far as financial, as far as sustaining our families, as far as sustaining our people, what are we gonna do? So everybody in the financial turmoil, but everybody is chasing the bag. Nobody is chasing family.
But
so it's difficult.
Let me ask you this, sister. So with what you just said, I'm not talking about you specifically, but I'm talking about the black community as they do things that way. So the two things you just mentioned, family and then also stability, right? I'm of the mind that, because here's the thing, I used to believe all of those things. I've changed my mind about a lot of that. I am now of the mind that family brings stability.
Yes.
And the thing about it is, I can tell you that if I were to rewind and go back and think about, you know, certain relationships that I passed on, or certain situations where of engagement or whatever, where I thought, you know, I'm not so sure about this or whatever. You know, looking back on a lot of things, I can realize that, you know what, a lot of being selfish, because I was very selfish throughout my life. Being selfish wasn't always the best choice. In the sense that that part of one of the things I realized about life is part of the part of the progress and where you want to be emotionally, everything is part of the sacrifice that we can all sometimes be afraid to have.
Yes.
And because this is one of the things I used to look at, that 50% divorce rate, right? From let's say that from my teens, right? I would look at the 50% divorce rate and think, okay, I don't want to be a part of that 50%. So I have to make sure that whoever I'm dealing with, that person is actually going to be a part of the 50% that's still together, right? That till death do you part. This is what I realize now. That other 50%, I erroneously thought that was failure. That wasn't failure. Those were people who were actually with somebody through stages of life that helped them go from one stage to another.
Okay.
Think about the people who have kids with somebody and they're no longer with them. Hey, you know what? I'm no longer with Jason, but we still friends. We got a child out of that relationship. You know how you hear people say that? What starts to happen is that I start to hear people say things like that, and then they would also say, and I would never give up my child or whatever, no matter what they might say about the relationship. And I realized, wait a minute, hold on, that was the bonus out of this. Like whatever the purpose was for that person to be in your life for the stage that they were in your life, you made choices, they made choices. You guys are in a different place than you were before, and there was and life is about, because life is about lessons. You went ahead and took the risk to learn whatever you needed to learn for that episode of your life.
Right.
And so I don't think, and I think it was erroneous for any of us to look at that other 50% and be so risk averse that we're not willing to enter or take on whatever stage of life is intended for us.
Right.
You said it sound like that Teddy been in the middle of the road with.
For real though, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I said, somebody that can push you in the wheelchair.
Well, but think about Marlon's situation.
But see, I grew up around all my elders, and now I'm going through a phase where all my elders are gone. The ones I grew up around. I'm going through a phase where now in my family, and like he said, that a good point, because people fail to realize when anytime I had a trauma or a heartbreak or some type of pain and I went back home to Mississippi to see my family, I come back, they like, damn, what happened to you? You happy? What's going on? Like, you got a glow. Like, it brought me back to my stability, my foundation. So I'm going through a transition now because I lost my mother 5 years ago. So I'm going through a transition now to where me and my older brother and my first cousins that raised us and that was around us, we are the grandparents now. Like, we're going through the cycle of life. We just lost our last grandparent. We have no more grands.
Wow.
And I come from a generation where my great-grandparents babysat me.
Yeah. Wow.
A lot of people didn't get to meet their great-grandparents.
That's true. Wow.
You know, a lot of people. And that is special. Yeah, so I just, but like I tell y'all, the dating pool is shit right now. So dating and being single, it's a struggle. Because a lot of guys I've been single 5 years, y'all now, going on 6. I've been single.
How old are you? May I ask? What? Just give me a roundabout. Don't give me the
I'm 44 years old.
Oh, well, see, that's when I married my husband. So open yourself to a younger man. I don't know about that though. Because that was my last relationship. My last relationship was a younger man. And I was with him for 7 years.
Wow.
Oh, but see, after a certain time, because
my grandma did tell me that before she passed. She was like, if he don't choose you after 3 years, girl, you stayed too long.
Yep, too long.
She told me that. But I kept staying.
Trying to hold on.
Because it's not safe out here. It's not safe out here with STDs, AIDS, all these things that are going on. It's not safe out here.
You sound like you was raised by old people. Girl, don't go outside that door.
I was.
Don't you leave outside that door, they gonna get you.
So let me say this quickly then. Let me say this quickly because I'm back on this meeting. So yes, I'm 48 years old. No, 47, sorry, a year too much. I'm 47.
Don't speed it up.
I was engaged twice and I never got married, but the two men that I was engaged to are my children's fathers. I have 2 children from one and 2 children from the next, and we are best friends today. We own businesses together. My children live with their father. Well, I travel the world. I make money.
That's right.
Period.
That's cool.
Yes, she said, "Get that man his children." Yes.
Here you go. But I can't imagine when I had my son was probably 3 or maybe 2, and I lived across the street from the store. And so when his father came over to get him, he met his wife. She was shit. He told me, I can't tell you why. Yeah, she wanted her green card. And so he ended up, and she was mean to my son, see. So, but I was always nice to him because I had the mindset, I'm nice to him, and we let you know I don't want him. We're just friends. He loved my mother. He would come by and smoke with my mom and chill with the baby or whatever. But she cut that off. But he never ever, I was mad because he didn't defend it, but he got 5 kids and he always had Devin posted with him because she had 2 more by him. But I always respected him. That's why I said when he died, I was sad because we used to be friends, and he never, when they